I wouldn't really feel confident in myself, like 100% confident in myself most of the meets. Like, especially since I was just not getting into doing the 100. You see my times, I'm like, man, it's kind of getting on my nose or like making me down on myself onto why I'm winning these times when everybody else is winning these type of times.
So it's just like, you putting all this work and like people still running faster than you. Like, it's like not adding up. So I don't know if that's what you meant, but like, I just wanted to stop you because I really relate to
So
that.
yeah,
I just feel like,
that's pretty much how I meant it. Like track, it's definitely like when people think of track, most of them probably just think about trying to run fast, or some people just think it's just all that. But really and truly, running and doing track is just involves way more than just seeing what your body can do. Because most of the stuff is what you tell yourself that you can do.
I also back here in the episode of the Indigo Podcast, and today we got another reoccurring guest, Aden. Y'all should know him at this point. So obviously we both do track. I was just telling him before this, like my next track meet is my last track meet for the season, which is wild. Like we used to saying, like it's wild. Like track season be going by so fast in comparison to cross country. Just from my experience, like it's so fast. But are y'all still in track season, right?
Yeah, we got a few meets left.
Okay. How long is y'all's compared to high school?
Our season doesn't end until May. I think May 9th, 8th
Oh,
and 9th.
okay. When did y'all
And then
start? Did y'all start later?
now we started training in October, and then the season started in January.
Shoot, that's earlier than us. So yeah, y'all's are a bit longer.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
kind of see outdoor. No, yeah, the season ends. Wait, is that NCAA? Oh, okay. Season ends. Yeah, May 8th to 9th.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah, so that obviously it's longer than high school. That makes sense. But yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, the whole topic of this is just talking about like the art of track season because obviously I like track a lot. He likes track a lot. So just gonna ask him more questions about, how his track season's going. Well, actually that's the first question. Like how's your track season been going? I mean, I've been seeing some PRs and stuff, so I'm just curious, like from your point of view, like how's it going?
It's been going pretty good so far. Have my ups, have my downs, but for the most part, I've been improving more than I haven't. Some meets I've been consistent. Some meets like indoor season, that 60 just consistent. And I'm not gonna lie, it was lucky to make me mad because I wanted to see my times drop. But indoor season is just really getting me prepared for outdoors. So then outdoor came, that's when my time started to really drop. It's getting good so far.
Yeah. Well, in terms of my season, I ain't gonna lie, with the mile, because I started running the mile in the 3200. I think you know that.
Yeah,
3200, that was one of the brightest spots of my season so far. I got like second place. It was a very small meet. It was like Pato's practice meet. It was the Pato quad meet. I mean, I'm sure you know how that goes, but yeah, that was like
yeah.
a big part. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is I like in the mile, I ran 5:11. Then I ran 5:11. Then I ran 5:11. I ain't gonna lie, that's very discouraging. I'm like, what's going on? And then later on,
Mhm.
talk to the coach a little bit. And I ain't gonna lie, at one point, like I've said it on the podcast, I was like lifting like 6 times a week on top of the training, which I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty aggressive.
You definitely. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. When I came to college, I noticed how important recovery is. In high school, we recover, but we don't really recover the way I would say.
Mm.
So like definitely and everything. Cause do you have like muscle tightness?
Not necessarily. It was really systemic fatigue, like nervous system fatigue. Like I didn't feel tired, but
Oh,
like
okay.
my times weren't reflecting the workout splits I was hitting, which is weird because I always be like in the very front. When it came for race day, like I wouldn't perform how I should have. It was just weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Cause you be doing
you said, huh?
you take ice baths?
Nah, I mean, actually, I got into boots today, like in preparation for tomorrow. I got into boots, but I don't take ice baths though. Have you noticed like a difference with that?
Yeah. I've noticed a big difference. Cause usually like with the trainers over here, I always set my appointment for either Tuesday or Wednesday. Cause usually they scrape me and stuff, and that stuff hurts.
Oh,
Nothing but
oh,
pain. Then they put the cups on you. You gotta do mobility. So I used to do that on Wednesdays. Cause then Thursdays, cause we usually travel on Fridays, depending on the meet.
right.
So Thursday it's more like preparation and like a little shakeout, getting ready for that meet.
Right.
So I'll usually make sure I get all the muscle tightness out on that Wednesday, and then because the next day you're gonna be sore, like super
Mm,
sore.
mm,
So after that practice, I'll go ahead and hop in the boots and then take an ice bath. So like today, I hopped in the boots and took an ice bath to get ready for it. Because now by tomorrow, my body should be feeling great
right.
in preparation for the meet. You know?
Yeah. Nah, it sounds way more extensive and way more intentional than at at least our high school. Because I mean, I feel like just even with like if you're injured, I don't know, I don't feel like they're as like proactive about it. Like they're kind of like reactive, like, oh, you like don't like I don't know. It just seems weird. You know what I'm saying? But like the way you were saying, it seems like there's more pieces to the puzzle if that makes sense. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But right now I'm progressing pretty well. Like in the 800, like I dropped a 212 out of nowhere the first time I ran it. So I mean, I ran it again yesterday for my prelims and I got out like a 60 the first 400. And if you know me last year, that's wild.
yeah, that's why.
So then the second, because it's like some 150 cats in there, but they ran two flats. You know, they sandbag in preparation for the final sometimes.
Yeah,
So yeah, I came through okay. Like I was trying to kick the 200 and this wind, bro. I'm telling if you ask anyone at that meet, the wind kicked me in the face. Like you remember that wind that summer? You remember that wind that summer track that one day, bro? It was like on that level, like dang near. We did like a 400
you
time
talking about?
trial. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Like you remember how
That
like
sounds cool.
it feels like you're running in slow motion, bro. Like I came through the street. Nah, I was on pace for a PR, but you know, it is what it is. Weather happens, so
Yeah, it is.
you gotta take it in,
Because
you
like
know.
with the outdoor season, yeah, it's either you got to go side or you don't.
Yeah.
Either way, you gotta deal with it.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. You know, it might even happen again tomorrow. It's supposed to be windy, so if it does, I mean, I just gotta do what I can. But um, going on
I
to the
had
next.
seen that you were.
Oh no, what are
Oh,
you
my
saying?
fault.
No, no, no. What are you saying? What are you saying?
I was about to say, what's I seen that you went five
Yeah, yeah,
in the bio. I
yeah,
watched that video.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was like I ain't gonna lie. I was. That's the thing. Like, it's cool that I can say I've done it. Like, I have proof. I have all the proof in the world I've done it. But however, it hits different when you do it at district. It just hit like if I like the thing is of like it's such a strong possibility. If I hit that at district, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be on
Not
cloud
if,
nine. Not if, when,
not if,
when,
when. There
when. I
you
ain't gonna
go.
lie. Because the thing is, dude. Okay, let me like I never really thought about it. I've really done the taper, mileage has gone down, recovery, you know, is gone well. So all I gotta do is get in the race because some of them, bro, the fastest dude runs like a 412, 415, some stupid. And he's like,
412,
yeah,
415
he's like a junior.
on. Oh wait, no, I forgot. You have a varsity. I was about to say on JV. I was like, what? But
Yeah,
no, I
no,
forgot varsity.
varsity. Yeah, it's wild, dude. It's wild. But nah, I think it's gonna go well tomorrow. I have high hopes. I'm just gonna go out there, get in the race, and just hold on for dear life. That's honestly my plan. So, but
Mm-hmm.
anyway, other than that, like, what's just been your favorite memory of just track and UST, like the whole program so far?
The whole program, I'll probably say a lot of funny moments has happened, but uh, favorite memory week. I know there's a lot. I'll probably say getting to mess around with coach. I'm not gonna lie, and
Okay.
getting to joke around because we joke a lot over here
Yeah.
and stuff. And with this team, I'm not gonna lie. This team, it feels like everybody can be close with each other, if that makes sense. You know,
Hmm.
like everybody's supportive of each other. In my perspective, I don't really see anything, you know, like no type of beef or anything, drama going on
Mm.
like that. And everybody's supportive of each other. Everybody wants to see each other grow and this and that. But I'm not gonna lie, the competition, like doing these practices, crazy. It's not easy. It's not
Yeah,
easy competition. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
But
got you.
yeah, I'll probably say my favorite memory is definitely the traveling and just messing around with coach.
I got that. Nah, I like that. I mean, I just think like just in any like type of group or anything, like you have to have people that are like willing to like support you because they don't like it's like if you're not all on the same page, like I think joking like that's fine, but like if it comes to a point where like they're like preying on your downfall almost, like it's not a good thing to be around. So I've been around like teams like that in middle school. It's not good, bro. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
So I'm glad that you're in that environment because I just know like me and you kind of think on the same like playing field. Like you want to PR get better, 1% better every day and just be consistent with it. So if you got people that's on that same type of like same type of timing, it just makes it way more enjoyable. So like I can talk to this person, they'll understand.
uh,
So I like that though. I'm curious how my experience at UT Dallas will be because it's a nice campus, but I'm
yeah.
curious. Yeah.
I really do end up going there because I'm gonna see
Yeah. Well,
you.
actually, Jacob just said they just went D2 though, so I don't really know how that's gonna work.
No, we still do. We still see you
Okay.
because West Scott. We go against most of our meets, D1,
Wait, say that again?
but like most of our meets are D1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll still see you then.
But
Okay. Okay.
yeah, because for some for some of the D3 meets, the D2 like UT Dallas is still gonna be there.
But all right, that's good because I was just like, dang, like I don't know if I'll be able to run with Aiden or whatever or see him. But it sounds like
Uh,
that it didn't even matter. So that's good to know because I'm still kind of learning with the whole athletics thing in college. So but nah, that's what's up though. But next question, and we kind of already hinted at this earlier because the wind that just blew. I don't even know, bro. That wind was ridiculous. Anyway, it's just okay. Like, do you prefer indoor meets or outdoor meets more? Like, which one do you prefer more since you've been like in both environments?
Definitely out. I'm not gonna lie. Like I remember when I was in high school and stuff. I couldn't wait to experience indoor, but after I experienced it, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely do prefer outdoor.
Like, what's like your like pet peeves with indoor? Like, what do you not like about it?
It's mainly it's mainly how rushed it is because usually the officials will just be ready to rush out and like get the meet over with, and then it's like the surfaces because like some not all tracks, not all universities have bank tracks and stuff. So
Hmm.
like it's either you'll either be running on a track or a flat track,
Right.
and but depending on each it's very hard to try to run on them, like or try to get used to it. And a flat
Right.
track, I don't know. And then you kind of get in your head too, because like the 200 is one full lap, 400 is two laps.
Yeah, it's just weird, bro. It just sounds weird.
Yeah, and then like when it comes to the flat track, to me, when I went on that flat track, the curve was definitely way more tighter than it needed to be.
Mm,
And then on the bank track, it feels great going down the curve, but when you got to go up the curve, it's terrible. Like
shoot.
you feel like you're slowing down a little bit.
Shoot, it felt terrible going up hills on cross country, so I can even imagine what that felt like.
Yeah.
And you're going super fast too. So that sounds I know people run PRs on it, but like you said, like just thinking about it, like running a mile on that, you pretty much double what you would run. So it's an adjustment for sure.
Mhm.
So yeah, what do you like more about outdoor? What's your favorite things about running outdoor?
I about to say, I mean, mainly it's just because I'm more used to outdoor,
True.
since
Yeah.
that's really all I experienced.
Hmm.
But really, I don't even know. I wouldn't. It's more the same when it comes like to, like the environment. Not the environment, but like the things I have to do. I should say,
Hmm.
but I probably say some. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give it like a little hints of the wind because sometimes the wind will help you.
True. It depends on
But
what
I'll say
direction you're
sometimes,
going.
yeah, like sometimes I do like it because of the wind. But then I also do like it because just like how the track feels and stuff.
I feel that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, when you're on the back side of the wind, you feel like you're flying. When you're on the front side, oh
Feel
my
like a big
gosh.
wall.
On me, like it feels like it's like a big lineman just like pulling me away from where I'm trying to go. Like it's a lot, man. But it's track for you. But next question I want to ask you. I think this is a really good question. Like, what things have you changed from high school like to now? So, like, for me, I think of like running form, your drive out, nutrition, like mentally, your mindset, like just like things in that region. Like, is there anything you've changed, or
There's a lot that I've changed. I'm not gonna lie. And so I see you, I'm gonna like, you know, I'll get more down in depth with it. But for the podcast, I'm gonna say definitely, I've definitely changed my mindset. I've definitely changed my nutrition. With certain routines I would do, the way I take care of my body,
Mhm.
and of course training. But I mean, I'm not really gonna count that. That's what we gotta do.
Yeah, that's naturally gonna change.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and man, there was one more, but I forgot what I was gonna say. But those main things. So with mindset, because you know how I end up injuring my hamstring, and
Hmm.
pretty much I was in and out my head, and then my entire senior just trying to figure out, like where I belonged, or if I could really be, if I ever be able to push myself the way I need to push myself ever again.
Hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, eh, nah, I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, yeah, I would definitely say that because of the injury, I let that hold back me. I let me back when I really shouldn't have. And then what my mind said, I ended up. Oh yeah, I wouldn't really feel confident in myself, like 100% confident in myself most of the meets, like especially since I was just not getting into doing the 100. And you see my times. I'm like, man, how like yeah, I understand that I'm starting, but like it's kind of getting on my nose or like making me down on myself onto why I'm winning these times when everybody else is winning these type of times.
I ain't gonna
But
lie.
then,
I don't mean
you
to cut
know,
you off, bro, but like I'm I
now you
feel I
good.
feel I feel so like welcomed that you just because I ain't gonna lie. It might not seem like it. Like I don't really like I talk about it sometimes, but like I ain't gonna lie, I feel that same way like this season. Cause it's just like I don't know if you've thought the same way, but it's like you do all this work and you because the thing is like I don't know about you, but like growing up I wasn't super athletic. I think you probably were.
Mm,
Cause you would hoop and stuff. I mean, I'd hoop, but like I never was like decent at it. I was just okay. So it's just like,
mm.
you putting all this work and like people still running faster than you. Like, but like it's like not adding up. So I don't know if that's what you meant, but like I just wanted to stop because I really relate to
So
that.
yeah,
I just feel like
that's pretty much how I meant it.
yeah, because I really like appreciated that I could hear someone else say it, like, dang, like like I'm not alone on that. But anyway, continue. I just wanted to interject for a second.
No, yeah, I'm glad that you end up saying that and stuff because like track is definitely like when people think of track, most of them probably just think about trying to run fast or this and that, doing all this just to run for like 20 seconds or like 19, not 19, but you know how to say depending on your range. Some
Hmm.
people just think it's just all that, but really and truly, running and doing track is just involves way more than just seeing what your body can do. Because most of the stuff is what you tell yourself that you can do. 'Cause like let's say you know you're capable of winning. Let's say in your case of let's say in your case like a 440 or something. If you notice you're capable of winning a 450 or 440, but like you're not seeing the progress and like within your physical capabilities, then you start discouraging yourself a little bit. But what I started to do, I said like instead of doing that, I was just I'm not gonna lie, you gotta be delusional in this sport. You gotta be delusional. So I started telling myself like outrageous times or like times I knew I wasn't close to yet. But once I started doing that, my time started to drop even more, even more, even more. And then I really started to gain more confidence in myself. Like I'm not gonna lie, this entire season, I thought I was gonna be like super nervous and stuff, because it's college track. But I have actually felt the most confident I've ever felt, and that mainly do because with the way like, I'm being treated over here, the way that the coach actually motivates us and believes in what we can do, and then the environment, like the type of people that I'm training with. Because like you said, if you have people that like that's always bring you down, that's just gonna make your things worse. But like if you have people who's actually motivating you or who's actually in the same situation, but they're willing to like help you out, even though they're going through the same thing. Well, that allows both of y'all to help each other out in some case or some sort like that. If
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I ain't gonna lie. You said that beautifully, bro. You said that perfectly. Nah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. You just taught me something new, bro. Because the thing is, whenever I set out a goal, like a time, right? Let's say, because I have on my board right here, I put my goals for district, and I put for the 1600, obviously the mile you were just talking about, 450 to 456.
Mm-hmm.
Now I might just I ain't gonna lie, I like that idea. Just saying, let's go for 440. Let's just go for it. Because
That's what I'm saying.
the thing is, my coach said, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to think about it now. I'm like, she's right. Like, she's like, just go out, go with the pack, and if you blow up, okay. Like, so, like, you know what I'm saying? You learn from it, and I'm like, because I feel like it's more of an ego and a pride thing. Because you're like, I don't want to see a 515. I don't think that's not gonna happen. But I'm just saying hypothetically,
Mm-hmm.
like my ego can't handle a 515 for my last senior meet. But the thing is, if it happens, and I know I went out there and competed and did what I could, I mean, that's all you can ask for, really. So yeah, I think sometimes like I've set goals that seem, they're obviously realistic, but it's like not as ambitious. Like, okay, let's go, let's just run with the pack and see what happens. So I ain't gonna lie, that's very helpful. I've never really thought of it like that, but I mean, shoot, you never know. Um,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, you
I just
said
want to
that.
say one more thing on this.
Nah, for sure. Yeah.
So, like when you said that like you set the goals for yourself, what type of goals? Like, do you set like short term and long term in mid season, or just like a goal that you want to set for the whole season?
That's a good question. I mean, I kind of set them as the season progresses, because like I'll run my first meet and I'll have a goal in mind. Then I'll run my next meet. But I think the main goal I had for the season that I set like when I was in cross country was a sub 5. Like that, I set that for like my 2025 goals. Like that's one of the main things I wanted to do. So I would say that was a long term goal, because I know it would take time to chip away at it, because I was like a 507, so I knew it would take time. But I would
Uh-huh.
say I kind of do both. Like I had one, I'm like, okay, this is gonna take a minute, so I'm just gonna set this out there and just keep going. And then like before district, I'm like, all right, where am I at right now? And these are some goals I could probably hit. So yeah, I kind of say
Uh-huh.
both. Yeah, both. You got any tips on that or?
I was mainly asking because the first thing that my coach had ended up doing, he called all of the newcomers uh, into their office and stuff, and he asked us like the times that we ran in high school, and then our times, like the times that we was aiming for, either short term, mid term. I think it was mid term, and then uh, long term.
Right.
I'm not too sure. I got the paper over there, but I don't feel like getting it.
Real. Real.
But yeah, because like so there was one section. It was our PRs. The PRs are the fastest that we ever ran in our entire life. And then the short term, which is pretty much what you either want to open up with, or you want to get within like the first 2 to 3 meets. And then midterm is like the middle of the season, what you're aiming for the middle of the season. And long term is what you want to end up being at either by the end of the season or just a goal you want to hit in general.
I like that. Yeah, because the thing is, I realized too, like sometimes you might not hit a goal at the end of the season, and that's okay. You just got to that'll be a reoccurring thing that you attack, going into the summer, because you never know. Like, I could come out during the summer, because I'm obviously going to train during the summer, like, duh. So
Yeah.
I could go out there because I'm going to train with the cross country kids. Maybe they'll do an 800-meter time
Mhm.
trial. I can come out run a 205 or something stupid. Because, I mean, that consistency is real. Like, that consistency stacks up. So once I carry that after the season, it could just happen as just a random time trial. So it's not like too late, it's not like a time cap.
And that reminded me, I need to text Coach now. So I'm planning on training with her over the summer.
Okay, that's what's up. I might stop by too, but I'll be mainly training with the cross country kids because they're gonna be doing workouts that's like more suited to what I'm trying to do. And then
Yeah.
also another goal I have for this summer, now that you asked for like a long term goal, I want to run a half marathon. Like I just want to like just run one. That's one of my big goals. And
Uh-huh.
then eventually a marathon, and eventually an ultra marathon, and then I just want that under my belt, because I've seen so many people do that. I'm like, bro, I see myself doing that. Like that's right
Uh-huh.
in my alley. But
I believe it too. Like you're perfect for it.
You said what? You cut out.
Oh, well. I believe, like, I believe that you're like really succeeding in it too.
Not for sure. I just gotta apply myself. You know me. You already know what I'm on.
Yeah.
So, but the next thing I want to ask too, I think I might know the answer to this. But like, what's your favorite event to run like right now?
Ah, good old man,
I knew you were gonna
good
say it.
old Betsy,
We knew it.
good
We
old Betsy.
we knew it.
But yeah, this season I ran the 200, 100, 400, and 4x4.
Ooh,
But 4x4 I'm using like an alternate, and then the 400 I just ran the 400 for the first time this season last week. I'm not gonna lie, I could 50, but I've been training with the 100 and 200 group. So I have the endurance for the 400, but I forgot the race plan, the entire race plan. So I kid you not, I got out so hard. It was like my best get out ever. Got out so hard, split like a 22 the first 200, and then I died out for the rest.
you still ran 50
My
though?
plan was, I went 53,
Oh, okay.
but I was saying like if I would have stuck with the race plan, I could have went 50 or 51.
Nah, for sure.
But I I knew the race plan as soon as I got out. I just forgot it.
I ain't gonna lie, that's
But
happened to me
I
so
was
many times,
yeah,
bro.
that's
Yeah.
what I was saying. I was trying to come in at 24 and then finish around 25, 26.
Mhm.
But it just didn't happen that way.
Yeah, sometimes like I've just driven out. Like this morning, for example, we had like our pre-meet strides, whatever. I was trying to run at mile pace. Like so that'd be 33, maybe 35 for the 200. I came through at 29 the first one and it didn't even feel like it. I'm like sometimes it just happens. You're like, I don't think I'm running this pace. Reality, you are, and it's just like, okay. You're like, all right. You learn from it. But what's like what would you rank all the because you said you ran the 100, the 200, and the 400 and the 4x4. So like what would you rank them? We already know
Oh,
200 is one. So
yeah, 200 is definitely one. I'm not gonna lie, the 100 is starting to grow on me now because I'm just like I'm not really. I'm getting. No, I'm getting more confidence in myself. So I say the 100 is starting to grow on me now, and plus I'm right there to 10 seconds.
ooh.
And then I say 400, 4x4. Oof. Well, I'm not open fence. Okay, so
Okay,
200,
okay.
100, and then 400.
Okay.
Because I may end up be doing the 400 next semester. Anyways, I mean, I think they're gonna try to make me a 1, 2, and 4 guy,
That's
which I don't got a
wild.
problem with.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of happy about it.
Yeah, that's a good
But
choice, but yeah.
yeah,
I think Matthew Bowling does the 1, 2, and the 4, right?
yeah, but I
Okay.
think as a pro, he's mainly focusing on the 4.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, but well, this thing said we got like 9 minutes or so. I only got two more questions left, so you're not gonna cut me off today, Zoom. Okay, don't worry about that. Um, well, second to last question I got is like, just what's your main focus for the season? Like, because I know it's not over. Mine's pretty much wrapped up, but like, what was your main focus, or what is right now if it changed? Or like, what is like your main priority?
Right now, I mean, I got a few. It's like
Yeah,
I'm gonna just say three because it's a lot, but I'm gonna just say three to keep
I
it
got,
short.
I got you.
So my main priority is really just to be, the best version of myself, of course. Make it to conference, and then to at the last one. I just had all three in my head. All right, hold on. Let me restart.
Redo. Take two.
We do. Take two, take two. Okay.
Nah, you're
Okay.
good, bro. You're
Wait. What
good.
was
You're
the question
good.
again?
Yeah, I got you. The question was like, what's your main focuses or like priority like of the track scene? Like, what's like your main, I guess, why as to like what you're doing.
Okay. So I'll say definitely to be the best version of myself, and then to make it to conference because my coach is only taking the top five. The top five dispensers and stuff for each event at our school.
Hmm.
Right now, I'm good for the 100, but the 200, in order for me to qualify, I got to run a 22.4. So, and I got one more chance, which is next week, to do that.
What's your time at right now?
Which I believe it. Right now, it's a 22.9. That was the last time I ran it. Cause I didn't, when I ran the 200 last meet, but I mean, I was right after 400, so I was dead.
Shoot. Nah, that's the thing too, bro. I'm gonna make it really quick because I want you to finish. It's about you, not me. But I just want to. This made me think. Like when I ran my last mile, I ran like a crazy PR in the 800. Like it was a few tenths of a second, but still a PR. So the thing is, I'm running this mile fresh, so it gives me even more of a reason to PR. So anyway, continue.
Yeah. And then the last version is really just to, make everyone that's supportive of me proud and stuff, and like make the little version of me proud. Because even though this isn't what the little me really wants to do in college, but not everything goes your way. But I kind of already knew track was going to be a thing for me because like my freshman year when I played basketball, every single time we would do like all the running stuff, the coach would always tell me that he was like, shoot, it looked like we got it looked like we got a track star on the team, it's this and that. I would always be the fastest one, I would always finish first. But then I wouldn't let that come to my mind because the coach would always say like, what did he say? Well, I know what he said, but I'm trying to like put it together. The coach would always say, make sure, no, we want to give everybody a chance on this team to like really play and stuff because we know some of y'all, this will be the only year that y'all be able to play high school basketball. And I knew that he was pointing fingers at me because every time he said it, he would only say it towards me. But mind you, I'm not gonna say the school, but when I went to my school, I wasn't really treated well or anything, and like within my teammates, everybody was just bringing me down and stuff because I knew my potential. I was really good, but I just never got the chance to really prove that, which upsetting me. But I'm glad that I ended up switching over to track because then I was really able to find something that really allows me to strive to be the greatest version of myself.
Yeah.
My fault. I got a potential spam call.
Nah, you straight, bro. I haven't got one in a minute. Actually, I'm glad. I'll be getting those like UPS messages sometimes. I'm like, bro, I'm not falling for it.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, but nah, I relate to that too, cause like I kind of mentioned a bit, like in middle school, bro. I ain't gonna lie, in terms of getting like made fun of, I think middle school kind of everybody gets made fun of. My fault, excuse me. But in high school, I feel like people grow up a bit and they're not really on you as much. But in middle school, bro, like in basketball, football, like they anything I did, bro, it was just, oh, you're trash, you're this and that. It just beats up your self-esteem, bro. It's not fun. Like it's not fun at all. Like you don't even want to
Mm-hmm.
go to practice to be honest, because you just know it's like someone's gonna say something. But not to
Mm-hmm.
get too depressing in terms of my middle school career.
Yeah.
But like you said, track just running for me, bro. It's such like obviously you're with a team and there's relays, but like it's such an individualized sport in my opinion. Like, 'cause the thing is, if you don't get the result you didn't, there's something probably wrong. Like, obviously they're gonna have bad meets. I'm sure you do. I'm sure I have. Everyone that does track, you'll have meets that are just like they're okay. But like for me, when I kept seeing that 5'11", like there's a reoccurring problem. And for me, it was lifting 6 times,
Mm-hmm.
not getting enough consistent sleep, and honestly, maybe just worrying about things outside of that didn't really matter. So but anyway,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, like I just think track is just such a free roaming thing. Like you can make it whatever you like. There's so many events that you could get put into. Like for me, I'm more long distance. For you, you're more sprinter. So I just think it's so personalized. But anyway, last question I'm gonna end off with for like I said, Zoom cuts me off. I'm not going for it. It's not happening. Um, just I think it's a good closing point. Like just any words of advice for athletes transitioning from high school to college. I ain't gonna lie, this is like a lot for me too, because I'm about to graduate. I'm getting old. So
Yes.
just in general, because I know a lot of people watching this are seniors and juniors or whatever. So just any words of advice for that.
I would definitely say trying to transition from high school to college is definitely a big thing, and you're definitely going to get in your head a few times because let's say you might be one of the fastest on your high school team, but then once you go to college, you're definitely gonna see that you're most likely either on the bottom or just a regular guy, like in the middle. And you can't let that discourage you. You just gotta, let that build you up in a sense of like a way that you could motivate yourself to, get better or some type of stuff, some type,
Of
like that.
stuff. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, you
I
see what I'm
know.
trying to
I know what you mean.
say. But another thing is definitely your mindset because you're gonna see a lot. Not well, yeah, you're gonna see a lot of things that may cause you to go on the wrong path and stuff, or meet some people that may knock you off of what you got to do. But you always got to, try to remind yourself that you can't let those things or like those people bring you down or change the things that you really want to do in life, because only you and the man upstairs really knows your true plans or like your true intentions and this and that. And I would just say my main thing, just try to focus on yourself and just stay to yourself. Now, you definitely want to keep a few people around you because in college, especially if you're required to live on dorms, sometimes food might be a little problem. So you gotta be cool with a couple people upstairs, in the upper class. And what else? Hey man, I'm gonna enter off some deep stuff. That's gonna get them. That's gonna get them. So whether it's you're going to college to be an athlete or going to college to be a student, always try to plan ahead in a sense of knowing what you want to major in, knowing what you really want to go to college for, and make sure you're actually going there for purpose and not just because you want to party and do all these other type of stuff. Because I know people who end up going to college, but all they did was party and they end up flunking out. And of course, their parents got mad at them and all this and that. And I'll mainly say, what was this last thing I was going to say? My fault.
Now you good.
I'll mainly say, just remind yourself every day the reason why, or the people who put you, no, the reason why you're in this situation or the type of person that you are today. And remember the people who always supported you.